Hey everybody, it's your girl Coco Kitten Bruja here, and I am back with another deck review. So as you guys know, I am good for strolling along down the Etsy train looking for independent deck creators, and I came across the Superlunaris deck. Superlunaris. We're gonna go with Superlunaris. And I looked on the website and I couldn't really find the author's name, so I definitely apologize for not having that information, but I'm very happy with this particular deck. The imagery on Etsy is really what sold me. There were some that really stood out that I will show you guys momentarily, but it came super quick. I want to say this deck was between 40 and 50 bucks. You're going to find the independent decks more expensive than the ones that you can find on Amazon who have, you know, the big backing or whatever. So again, it came really quick. This is a new deck for me, so I haven't used it yet. But I did, of course, open it because y'all know I'm not about to fumble with boxes in front of you guys. So let's go ahead, and take a look. It is a hinge box. And again, when it comes to independent deck creators, I'm finding that in order to have the box and in order to have these gorgeous, amazing cards, they are foregoing actual guidebooks and going more with pamphlets and cards and different things like that. So there's no guidebook. You're just going to find this leaflet of the breakdown of the cards, keywords and different things like that. The Major Arcana, you have a little bit more information just because Major Arcana cards usually have heavier weight to it. But yeah, this is what you get when it comes to a guidebook. Little bitty pamphlet, which if you're like me and you understand the Rider-Waite system, that's not really a problem. I won't really be using that. But if you're new to tarot and if you feel like this is all you need, then by all means, grab this deck. It's going to be good for you as a beginner, good for all, you know, skills, you know, levels. But if you feel like you want this deck and you need more, I would look into The Ultimate Guide to Tarot by Dean. That is the book that helped me when I started tarot because I did not start with a conventional Rider-Waite deck. Now, let's go ahead and get into the cards because the imagery is amazing. This is a very diverse deck. You'll see all cultures, all walks of life in this deck, and I absolutely love inclusive, diverse decks. Now, this has a rose gold gilding, which you don't see often enough because that's just pretty. I do like the back of the card having this geometric shape there. But let's go ahead and dive into these cards. So this is the Fool. It is a soft matte, so you're not going to have too much of a glare. They are standard tarot card size, so that's 2 3/4 by 4 3/4. Typical cardstock. They're actually a little bit thicker than your regular tarot card, but they're still good enough to shuffle. They won't be too stiff. So we have the Fool, the Magician. I like how some decks are starting to show the High Priestess as an older woman. She is reserved. She is experienced, right? So I like this High Priestess. The Empress. Gorgeous. The Emperor, not taking anybody's shit, right? I love that. The Hierophant. The Lovers. The Chariot. Strength. The Hermit. The Wheel of Fortune. Justice. The Hanged One. I love this Death card because you see there's always a rebirth in death. I love that. Absolutely love that. Temperance. The Devil. This is a very hardcore devil card, right? As simplistic as it is, there's depth to it. No pun intended, but there's depth to it, right? The Tower. The Star. The Moon. The Sun. The Judgment card. And the World. Now, as we get into the minor arcana, the imagery is still just as stunning, just as beautiful, and just as diverse. But there's one particular card when it comes to the Pentacles that literally made me pause and say, I need this deck immediately. And that particular card is the Queen of Pentacles. This is a whole flex. She is effortlessly showing you the power of the Queen of Pentacles, and I am here for it. Like, this is a whole mood. This is inspirational. I love this card. Absolutely adore this card. And then we have the King of Pentacles. So as you look at the imagery of this deck, like, it's just exuberant. Like, there's so much that you can gain from the imagery of these cards. And some of them do have the nod to the typical Rider-Waite. That King of Cups. And now we have our Swords cards. That's a very intense Ten of Swords, right? Look at that Knight of Swords. Queen and the King. And then let's round it on out with the Wands. Knight, Queen, gorgeous, and King. So, when it comes to shuffling, let's see how these bad boys shuffle. Very nice. I definitely feel like as I use these cards, especially with side shuffling, the gilding is going to wear. That's always the first thing that goes when it comes to these cards. But it seems like shuffling them is not a problem, which I'm here for that. Let's make sure these are nice and shuffled before we try to pull the card. Okay. Side shuffling works pretty well. No jumpers, but that's okay. We're still breaking the deck in, right? So let's just go ahead and pull one card. And this is the Three of Pentacles. We're talking about collaborations. We're talking about support. We are talking about partnerships when it comes to, you know, accessing wealth, accessing prosperity. Knowing that your resources combined will do more for the collective than you trying to stretch your own resources, right? So it's okay to have that collaboration. It's okay to have that meeting of the minds, especially when it comes to a business venture that you may be thinking about. Go ahead and take that step, right? So that's what I have for you guys. Be sure to hit the like, the share, the subscribe, all of that fun stuff. Hit me up across all social media at Coco Kitten Bruja. If you'd like to book a personal reading, you can do so at CocoKittenBruja.com. I love you guys. I appreciate all of the comments and all of the feedback that you guys have been giving me just about the direction of the channel. It is definitely something that's appreciated, and you can keep them coming. You can even email me at cocokittenbruja@gmail.com. I'm sending you guys lots and lots of love and light, and until next time, peace.